Welcome to Using Workday Projects. The Projects module of Workday allows project managers, accountants, and business managers to monitor and manage the costs and funding of projects within the common financials environment of the university rather than in a separate system. Using Workday, you can create and manage a non-FOD project from conception to completion. All the benefits of real-time data, visibility of business process, and automated approval routing at the core of Workday will apply to projects managed in Workday, both capital and non-capital. In this course, you will learn how to navigate the project's functionality in Workday, apply the appropriate work tags to project transactions, explain the connection between Workday, adaptive planning, and eBuilder, and perform basic reporting on projects in Workday. In this section, Kelly will identify and describe each of the systems used in Workday project financial management, explain what is changing with Workday projects go live, and correctly define key terms used in Workday projects. Kelly?
Workday projects have a defined start and end date. They are identified by unique project work tags. They produce transactions seen on the financials. Changes to projects. What stays the same? Within the guidelines of projects module, you will be able to create, track, and monitor your non-FDC managed projects. Any project, capital or non-capital, that is managed by FDC should continue to get an estimate from FDC. A project of $200,000 or greater is still part of the yearly capital planning process. Centrally, the University Capital Core Committee will continue to determine the annual capital intake schedule. The annual operating budget systems, Buckeye Plan for the university and Strata for the health system, are staying the same. The systems will interface with Workday. What is changing? Workday Adaptive Planning Tool is replacing the CNI Capital Intake Tool and the FOD Intake Tool. Within Workday, the request framework task will be used to obtain a project number that is not managed in eBuilder. Grants now have a separate management module in Workday. Projects will have phases and funding. Project intake, approval, and creation will be done through adaptive planning and the FDM request framework. Terminology. We will be reviewing in detail the various attributes that are available and useful within Workday projects. You will become familiar with the new terminology and helpful project attributes for monitoring and reporting on your projects. In Workday, tracking, monitoring, and reporting on project actuals and budget, as well as project roles, dates, and status, is all in one place. Reports have been created to aid in your reporting needs. Much of the terminology is consistent across Adaptive and Workday and as needed with eBuilder. A project is still a project in Workday with many additional features for you to create, monitor, and report. The project number is part of the chart fields and includes many work tags. In Workday, the budget is a cost plan. The funding that is associated with the project is the revenue plan. The project cost plan and revenue plan are visible on the Project Financials tab to track spend to actuals. Project start and end dates are required on all projects and used in creating budgets. The project status is used with integrations and can be helpful when viewing and reporting on projects. A status must also be approved or approved with estimate to charge actuals against the project. Project hierarchy is the unit that is primary owner of a project. Using project hierarchy when running reports will pull in all projects in that hierarchy for review. We will review this during the report demonstration. The 3 project management systems. Workday Adaptive Planning is the new capital intake request and FDC project request intake system. This is for both capital and non-capital, FDC and non-FDC. All FDC project requests will be entered into Adaptive. Used to prioritize project requests both at the unit level and at the central level. Approved project requests are then integrated into Workday with the project attributes, phases, and budgets. Workday is the financial system of record replacing PeopleSoft. It is used to track, monitor, and report on budgets and actuals across the project hierarchies, cost centers, and companies. All payment processes are in Workday. eBuilder is the FDC project management system. eBuilder has all projects managed by FDC. eBuilder tracks every aspect of the project. Details such as schedule, start date, end date, budgets, funding, contracts, invoicing, as well as project participants and roles. Integrations have been built to regularly update these details in Workday. Projects that are not capital or managed in eBuilder do not need to be added to Adaptive. They will go through an FDM framework request process in Workday. The requests will workflow to the FDM administrator to create the project work tag values in Workday and the required attributes for the project, such as project company, hierarchy, cost center, dates, project phases, and budgets. To request a project work tag value, use Create Request Task in Workday, then choose Request Type of New Project.